Hello students, welcome you to AriserTalent. Students, I am your maths teacher Arpita Sharma. We are studying this chapter linear equation in two variable, right students? Okay. So, this is our chapter's name. Linear equation in two variable. Okay. Now, we will study the equation of line. What we will study today? Equations of lines parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Right. This we are going to study in today's lecture. Okay. Now, what is equations of lines parallel to x-axis and y-axis? What does that mean? Come this side. If I draw this graph, yes. So, this is x, o, x dash axis and this is y, o, y dash axis, right. This is x, o, x dash and this is y, o, y dash axis. Now, what does that mean when I say that equation of lines? Now, lines parallel to x-axis is what? Line parallel to x-axis is? Line parallel to x-axis? Simply this x, o, x dash line or any line here, this line or here this line, here this line. These all lines are what? Parallel to x-axis. Okay. Now, if I will tell you that I am having this line or this line or this line or this line. So, infinite lines there can be parallel to this y-axis. So, simply this purple is lines parallel to x-axis, sorry, to y-axis, and these all yellow lines are basically what, student? Yellow lines are lines parallel to x-axis. Understood this thing or not? Understood? So, these are the yellow ones are the lines parallel to x-axis and the purples are the lines parallel to y-axis. Correct? Okay. Now, what will be the standard? What will be the standard equation for such kind of lines? If I talk about this line, this our axis, this is main axis of ours and having points like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Similarly, it is having -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and so on there. Similarly, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 here, -7 here and so on. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on right there in upward direction. Okay. So, what will be the equation for this? At this point, particular this point, the abscissa ordinate will be what? I am just picking this this line which is passing through point 2 on the x or x axis and is parallel to y axis. So, for that I am writing that this point is what? 2 on x axis and 0 on y axis. So, 2 comma 0, here that will be 2 comma 3, here that will be 2 comma 2, here it will be 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3, here that will be 2 comma 6. Okay, that means 2 is constant here. 2 is constant here and the value of y, that means value of abscissa is constant here and value of ordinate is going to change every time. Okay. Now this is I am having overlapping on y dash axis, that means y axis, that means this line is what? Now the coordinates of these points 0, 0, here 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7, 0, 8. Now the value of x will be always 0 in this case and value of y will be from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So such kind, how can I write it in this form, in a line, in the equation form for this line? Okay. So this is one, and when I move towards any line parallel to x axis, this was the lines parallel to y axis. Now I am telling about the lines parallel to x axis. Now the same case will happen in the different one, in this way. Here what I was doing, I was keeping 2, that means abscissa constant, and variable was y, that is ordinate. In this case, let us see what happening here at this point. This is 6 at y and minus 5 at x. So that will be known as minus 5, 6. Here it is minus 2. So that will be minus 2, 6. Here that will be 0, 6. Here that will be, this point will be 2, 6. This point will be 5, 6. Okay. So that means minus 5, minus 2, 0, 2, 5, this is continuously changing, but the 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 which is constant, that means ordinate is constant. So ordinate constant, okay. Abscissa, vary, ordinate constants, that means this is, I am talking about which line? Abscissa, vary, ordinate, constant. I am talking about lines parallel to x axis mentioned in yellow lines. Okay. And if I will talk about this abscissa is constant and ordinate vary. That means that will be lines parallel to y axis. Okay. Now note this, students, so that we can move forward. Now if I talk about the equation, how we will be writing these parallel lines in equation form, how will we do that? Okay. Now let us tell you that this particular line, this axis, this y axis, what is here? The value of x is 0 always here. This is constant, that the value of x will necessarily be 0. So I will call it x equals to x equals to 0. Right. This is what, in this the value of x is constant throughout the line, and which is 2. So I will call it x equals to 2. For this line I will call x equals to 5. Look at that point, here x equals to 5, here x equals to 5, here x equals to 5, here x equals to 5. Okay, all the way we are having x equals to 5. Here I am getting x equals to minus 2 in that particular line. Here I am having x equals to what? Minus 5. This is about the lines parallel to y-axis. Okay, so lines parallel to y-axis here, getting equations like what? X equals to constant, a constant here. For example, I can write like x equals to 0 or x equals to 2 or x equals to -5. These kind of equation of lines are the example of the lines parallel to y-axis. Similarly, if you look for this line parallel to y-axis, the examples are what? The examples are y equals to 0, y equals to 2, y equals to -5 and so on. Right, here, come here, this line, the value of y throughout it is what? Value of y is 6 throughout this line, here 6, value of y is 6, so that means y equals to 6, this is the line, okay. And if I'll talk about this is y equals to 3, okay, here this is y equals to -3, this is y equals to -6, and if I'll talk about this line is, students, what? Y equals to 0. Have this y equals to 0, this line, x equals to 0, this line. Understood? Understood or not? These lines equation understood or not? Now you can ask me a question that, ma'am, in this chapter's name it's clearly mentioning that we are reading linear equation in two variables. Now you are telling us that x equals to this, y equals to this. Where is y and x in both in same equation? We are not having two variables in the same equation. So why it is linear equation two variable? No, it is not. So why we are studying it? In two variables, how you going to write it is here. First, students, you need to write this, okay, and I am just rubbing this portion here, okay. Now what we are doing, we are writing equation here. This is x equals to, where it is, x equals to 0, right, and y equals to 0, okay. So y equals to 0 and x equals to 0. Now look, which equation is this? X equals to 0 is here. So x equals to 0 is here. So the equation of equation for y axis is x equals to 0. For y axis, x equals to 0, and equation for x axis, now this is x axis, this is y equals to 0. So equation for x axis is y equals to 0. Now these points you need to remember, note it completely, okay. So students, what I am telling you, this is important, so you need to concentrate on this. We are studying which chapter? Linear equation in two variable. What topic we are reading? We are reading equations of lines parallel to x axis and y axis. What we find out then, when we have this parallel lines to our x axis or y axis, there is gonna be one coordinate, that means let it be abscissa, all the ordinate, that is going to be constant, and the other variable, if the abscissa is constant, ordinate is going to vary, and if ordinate is going to be constant, then abscissa is going to vary. In this both cases, we are having some lines parallel to some axis, maybe that may be x or that may be y. Okay, now I am telling you that students, we are having x axis and y axis. So x axis I am having, for x axis what is my equation? Y equals to 0. The value of x is going to be changed in each and every position. So how can I write equation in two variables for this? Can I write this as, look here now, can I write this y equals to 0, this y equals to 0 as this equation can be written as, or this equation can be written as x plus 0 y equals to 0. I can write this. Okay. Now this equation can be written as 0 multiplied by x plus y equals to 0. Now what is the benefit of this? Look here, if I will change the value of y, okay, for x equals to 0, the value of y is 0, so I will get 0 comma 0. Now put the value of y as 1, y as 1. So what you will get, value of x? Always 0. Okay. If you are getting the value of y as 2, put y equals to 2, that will be 0, so x equals to 0 again. So whatever value you are taking for y, you are getting x equals to 0. And the value of y is also varying here. Okay. So in two variables you can write an equation like this, okay, and an equation like this for the x axis, right. So you got to know how to write the equations for x axis and y axis. This is the equation for x axis and y axis. Now if you want to have something parallel to this, what you will say, that if you are having equation parallel to y axis, you will be having x equals to some constant, x equals to 2, x equals to 3. Okay, so here in this case x equals to 2 was the equation of line parallel to y axis. Okay, right. So noted it. So here I am having this point mentioned for you guys, that equation of line parallel to y axis, okay, x plus 0y equals to k. Examples. What are the examples? X plus 0y equals to 2, or x plus 0y equals to minus 2, minus 5, whatever it is, right. Similarly, I can have equation of line parallel to x axis zero x plus y equals to k. For example, I may have 0x plus y equals to 2, or 0x plus y equals to minus 2. Okay. So these are the important points, right? Noted? Okay. So should I rub this? Okay. So you have noted it all, right? Okay. After this, now we are going to solve a question. Okay, and the question is right there. See what's our question. So this is our question. Give the geometric representation of y equals to 3 as an equation in one variable. Y equals to 3 as an equation in one variable. If you are having an equation in one variable, if you are going to represent it geometrically, you need not to have two axes at all. Your one axis will work. Okay. So y equals to 3. First part I am saying about y equals to 3 and in one variable. Second part I am having y equals to 3 in two variables. Okay. So, in this condition I will be having only y equals to 3. In this condition y equals to 3 in two variables, what will I write? I will write it as x multiplied by 0 plus y equals to 3. That will be my equation. For this, I will be just having this line because it is in one variable. So, mid is 0, here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Here it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. Now my equation is y equals to 3. So where is 3? This is 3. Okay. This is y equals to 3. Simply. This is y equals to 3. Now if I went to this one, here, what I will have? This is as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and so on. Okay. Something like this. So, how will I draw the graph? Here, for if I will calculate this at here x equals to 0, y equals to 0, at x equals to 1, y equals to 0, at x equals to 2, y equals to 0 because x is multiplying by 0. So, whenever I am putting any value, sorry, it is not y equals to 0 but y equals to 3, I am getting 3 here. Okay. So, y equals to 3, 3, 3. Here when I am having this x equals to 3, again y equals to 3, x equals to 4, y equals to 4, x equals to 5, y equals to 3, x equals to 6, y equals to 3 and I am getting every time 3 in despite of whatever I am taking value of x. Okay. Now, how will I plot these points? Let me plot it for you. At x equals to 0, y equals to 3, x equals 0, 3. So, this is 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, right. So, how I gonna plot this point? X equals to 0, what I have done this side, these are not minus values students, corrected, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and these are minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. Okay. So, for this I am having here 0, 3. So, x equals to 0 here, okay, and y equals to 3 this side. this point. Then x equals to 1, y equals to 3. Then x equals to 2, y equals to 3, and x equals to 3, y equals to 3. Similarly, if I will go this side, okay, then what I will have, if I will take the value of x is minus 1, y is gonna be 3 still, so that will be 3 only, minus 2, 3 only, minus 3, 3 only. That means when I will draw this line, that line will be parallel to this line. Which line? This line, and this is x axis. So this is what a line y equals to 3 is a line parallel to x axis. So that line will be parallel to x axis. So that will be the solution. Note it so that we can move forward to the next question. Note it, students. Okay. This you have noted. Now let's see what's next. Okay, so this is for today's students. This is all for today's exercise. Your today's session is finished. Okay, we'll meet in our next session with some more exciting questions and theories. Okay, till then, take care. Goodbye.